Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes for 4 Weeks, a series in which I live stream myself practicing a song for 5 minutes a day for 6 days a week for 4 weeks, totaling 2 hours of practice time spread across 24 days to show what is possible with albeit short, consistent practice, and hopefully inspire the viewer to take on tasks perhaps seen as daunting as well. Today is day 1. It is a new song, the song I plan on performing, the song I plan on practicing, and then performing ultimately, hopefully, is Tracy Chapman's Fast Car. I want to begin a little bit of background about the song and then why I chose it. The song itself was released in 1988. It was it probably got its probably, but what helped its popularity was that there was a 70th birthday celebration for Nelson Mandela, and the Stevie Wonder was supposed to have a guest performance. Tracy Chapman had just performed, and Stevie Wonder was supposed to perform, but he forgot. He realized he forgot his floppy disk for his keyboard. So basically, Tracy Chapman was asked to do an encore, and so she played this song as well as another one. Basically, so people got to hear it and at such a performance, so that helped. The song itself is written. It's basically about a woman trying to escape poverty, like a folk rock, folk pop kind of song about that theme. The song itself has been nominated several times for various awards. Three Grammy Award nominations: Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. And then that last one, the Best Female Pop Vocal Performance, she did indeed win. It also received an MTV Video Award, MTA Video Music Award nomination for Best Female Video in 1989. The song itself has been covered several times. And looking at the Wikipedia page for this is probably the longest. I don't know about. It's definitely one of the longest Wikipedia articles I've seen for a song, if not the longest so far of the songs that I've practiced for my live stream. But it might be the longest. A little bit about the song. It's my interaction with the song. First time I heard it, I'm not even sure why I was listening to it. It might just be I was listening to songs for which I had the sheet music. I'm just listening to it, and it's kind of like it was basically it's this guitar like riff in the background kind of thing as Tracy is like singing / rapping over it. It's more of a singing. It's like singing with like a touch of rap. And I'm just listening to it. I'm just like, this is kind of draggy. I'm like, it's like rap, but it's not even rhyming. And I didn't like it. And then like the chorus hit, and I'm like, oh. And then like I heard the song a second time, like, wow, that chorus is really good. And then like once you actually begin listening to the lyrics, which I wasn't doing, I was just having it on the background. But once you pay attention to the lyrics, it actually is a powerful piece. And then it really does build up to that chorus. It just builds up a lot of anticipation, which is nice. The reason I chose the song, I asked my friend Cynthia, who I met less than 5 weeks ago. I said I'm planning on doing starting a new song soon. Do you have any requests? And I sent her the list. She chose this one. So, Cynthia, this song is for you. It feels like I know you for a lot longer than 5 weeks, but let's do the math. That's it. All right. Okay, so it's time to change the book. I don't like changing the book until I begin the piece, just out of respect to the previous piece in the previous book. Like it's not like, okay, it's day 24, time to get this book out of here. I like to wait till the last minute. So this book I was using was Guitar Tab White Pages Volume 4. The one I need now is either Guitar Tab White Pages Volume 2, which I'm going to start with. And then bang you just heard was, the book falling, and that's possibly why I might want to use a different book. This one I have over here is the fake book for a song this simple, because basically it's the verse is like, it's only like 4 different measures which repeat, and then the chorus, and then there's like an outro kind of thing. So a song like this, a book like this, doesn't have all the parts or every part of the guitar, but it has like a simpler version all the times. But for something like this song, it might actually have the whole thing. So if the choice between using this book and if they are indeed the same thing, I'm probably going to switch to this one, just because it's easier to manage, and also it folds flat, so it's just easier to work with. I want to keep it over here. Just after the stream, I want to check and see if they are indeed the same. Okay. Hi, Dad. Thank you for joining. Not more than words. I didn't actually open the book yet. Fast Car. They're not always alphabetical. Alphabetical song listing. 195. I wonder how that sounded next to the mic when I was flipping the pages. 195. Here we go. Okay. Just about ready to start. Get my headphones on. Turn on the guitar channel. Timer is behind me. Set it for 5 minutes. For anyone new to this stream, basically it's 5 minutes. It's a little bit of me talking. Day 1, day 24, I tend to talk a little bit more, just as I'm introducing the song and then sharing my thoughts about the performance. But on the all days, it tends to be around 2 minutes of me speaking and 5 minutes of me playing. On all days, it's just 5 minutes of me playing the piece for those 24 days. And then I, Sunday through Friday, and usually 7:40 a.m. But aside from those 5 minutes, I don't practice this piece at all, except for maybe the rhythm. But in terms of the guitar, that's all that there is. All right. Move this out of the way a bit. That's good. And here we go. Okay, 1 sharp, that's good. Okay, start with it. E, G, B. And that's a G natural. Is it up there? No, it's not. It's all the, and that's, yeah, that makes sense. So it's all the way down here. E, G, B. Why does that sound so weird? Oh, that's why. My bad. Okay. And then there's like, is that a, yeah, it's a hammer on to the next. And just for anyone new, also the first week tends to be a little bit slow, just as I'm learning material before actually practicing it. Same chord again. Now the chord opens up a bit. You got a D on the bottom. And that's playing the wrong. Is that playing the wrong? E. And now D, so that opens up. And then G still in the middle. So instead of here, instead of this, it's this. And then what's on top? A D. So that would be the 2nd fret, 3rd fret here. Okay, so it's coming in, it's from here to here. That sounds about right. Okay, dun, dun, dun. And then that last note strums again. The rhythm is of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 that gets held. And then one. Oh, that gets held. Okay, I see. 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and This one should make it really sound like the piece. G, and it's just last two chords again. One, one and two and three. One and two, one and two and three and four. One and two, one and two and three and four. One and two and three and four. Why is that stuck? Okay. I overplay by like 2-3 seconds. What happens is that this timer, I use this as an alarm clock sometimes, like I'll snooze, and then instead of turning it off, I'll just switch it to or whatever. Basically, it was on silent instead of vibrating. It wasn't until I saw it flashing that I realized that 5 minutes were up. But it was only 2 seconds over as opposed to like 2 minutes, so that's good. All right, piece itself. My first thoughts. I was definitely able to hear the piece. There's certain pieces where it's just like all these really quick 16th notes, and you really only hear like the first one of every set of 4 kind of thing. So it's like supposed to be like do 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 do, and it's really like kind of thing. That's not the case here. This song is definitely able to hear it so far. It sounds like okay, yeah, that's the piece. And oh, that's interesting. I say that. Okay. Basically, so I wasn't trying to even read it. I was just like looking at it. But basically, it's that first measure that I just played. Then it has another ending. So then it goes from measure 1 to measure 2, then back to measure 1, then back to measure 2, and then back to measure 1, and then an alternate ending, measure 3, and then back to measure 1, and then alternate ending, measure number 4. That's cool. And then I think the whole thing repeats. Guitar rhythm 1, 6 times. What is guitar rhythm 1? Where does it say that? Hi, Mom. Thank you for joining. Oh, I'm not even sure. Oh, I see. So, measure 1, measure 2, that's called rhythm 1. So that plays 6. No, that repeats. Okay. So measures 1 and 2, and then 1 and 2. I'm assuming that's what it means by rhythm 1 is those 4 measures, 1, 2, 1, 2. That plays 6 times. So that's another 6 times. So that's 7 times. So that's 14 measures. And then endings 3 and 4, I guess. So I guess I can listen to the piece ultimately. It's supposed to be played with the capo. I don't like capos. If I do try playing along with the piece, it would sound really weird because I would be a whole step off, which is better than a half step off. But I could either use the capo, not try playing along with the song, or the 3 options. Either use the capo and be in line with the song, not play along and just play my own thing. And then if I ever sing along to it or have someone else sing along to it, have the person transpose the person's voice rather than me transposing it on the guitar. Tune the guitar and down. No, it has to be tuned up. I don't want to break a string. I'm not sure if that would be okay or not. Option 4 would be to transpose the song on the computer and play along with that. But then again, if it is a live performance, there would be the issue of making sure the vocalist can sing that low. It's only a whole step low, so it's not that big of an issue. That's another thing. Speaking of the song being performed, which I just mentioned it, I was in Times Square in the train station, and I heard a woman singing this. I think it was the first song I heard her sing. I was like, oh, that's funny because my friend, I think I haven't already. I'm like, oh, my friend just requested this song. I said to myself, so yeah, that's funny. Also, before Cynthia requested this song, I had thought about it a while ago to play. I think I said like, that sounds simple kind of thing. So it's not as simple as it seems, though. This is one of those pieces where it's just like such a complex introduction. Introduction, such a complex beginning that oftentimes I'm not able to get through more than like 6 of the measures, as opposed to a previous song where I was able to play the whole song. Which one was that? just what I needed. So speaking of a fast car, or rather, as I just finished, the car is just what I needed. Speaking of car, we got a fast car here. Also, it's funny because the initials of the two artists were the same: V Cars and Tracy Chapman, TC. So I found that funny when I was just changing the title on Facebook. Anything else? Yeah, I was a little concerned. It's a good kind of concern. It's better to like finish the song and be like, what do I do now, rather than not be able to get through a decent chunk of it. But I said the song looks very simple. I'm afraid I'm going to be able to get through the whole thing too quickly. After playing this first measure, it does seem a lot more complex than I thought. I hadn't really looked at it beforehand. I just kind of looked at it the other week, and I was like, okay, I can play this. I didn't actually bother looking at the content itself. It is tricky, but I'm getting my way through it. And as it's always been the case, practice definitely makes things easier. So looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to continuing this piece. See how that goes. As I mentioned, the schedule before, 7:40 a.m. Eastern time, Sunday through Friday. Anything else? Yes. Thank you everyone who joined. Hope to see you tomorrow, same time. Actually, today was late, but hope to see 7:40 a.m. Wishing you all a great day and a great week. And as always, until next time and beyond, keep practicing.